Hello, welcome to Trader TV. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how to broadcast. So to begin with, scroll down and go to the links section and click on how to broadcast. To begin, you need to make sure that you have a Trader TV account because that's how you're actually going to be able to connect the open broadcasting software to Trader TV into your individual account to be able to stream. So to begin with, click here on the OBS project hyperlink, and this will give you the site where you can download OBS, our broadcasting software. So I use OS X, and that works because I use a Mac. But if you have Linux or you use Windows, there's also that option as well. So take a minute and go ahead and download that. After you're done with that, then there's one other little piece of software that you need to download, and that is called WavTap. So this is a direct audio output device, and one of the things that you need to do for OS X, unfortunately, is you need to find a workaround because unfortunately OS X doesn't allow you to use Mac application or applications that aren't from the Mac store. So you need to make sure that you run this little workaround. So click the installer and download that. And before you do that, you're going to have to enter that into the terminal. So in order to find the terminal on Macs, it's not there. You go to Finder, Applications, Utilities, and Terminal. So then all you have to do is take this guy, copy paste it, and enter that. It's asked me for the password, but I've already done it, so it works for me. Alright, and so now that we have those two installed, let's go ahead and let OBS, the broadcasting software. So here we go. Mine already has a couple scenes because I already have it downloaded, and I've been using it for a little bit now. But for you, let's go ahead and let's get started with the settings. So here we have language. Obviously, you can change that as you like. There's a different color option. I'm going to go ahead and leave it the way it is right now. This is the URL for Trader TV. That can also be found on the How to Broadcast site. Here it should be under. It should be under here. So this gives you the URL, and then just underneath that is the stream key. So that's your personalized stream key that you need for your account, which is actually going to connect your account to the open broadcasting software so that you can stream, and it will stream directly to your account, and that can be found in your dashboard, which it should be up here once you've logged in. If you have a little question about something, then you can always refer to this page because sometimes there's a couple of the answers. For example, here in output, video bitrate is relatively important. If you're having trouble lagging or streaming, mine's set to about 2,500 because this Mac is relatively powerful. But for other computers that are even better, I mean, the Macs can go up to 3,300. But you just need to make sure that you don't overwork your computer. So if your computer isn't that strong, you may want to bring it down to around 2,000. That would be the minimum that I would recommend. And let's move on to the audio. So audio, you're going to want to change desktop audio device to WavTap, which is what we just downloaded. Desktop audio device 2 should be set to default. And the auxiliary should be set to whatever microphone you want to use in order to record your voice. Here in video, the one thing that we need to make sure that we change is the bilinear. So it starts out as bicubic, and then you need to change that to bilinear. There's also the option to do some hotkeys or some macros. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. And there's some more advanced options if you kind of know what you're doing. I wouldn't recommend messing around with them though if you're not sure. So I think that should be okay for right now for our settings. Let's go ahead and let's create a scene. So I'm gonna create a I'm gonna do a solo broadcast 2. So now let's set this up. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put an image. That's because I use a green screen, and you need to pay a little bit of attention to the order of things when you're doing them. So let's go into that a little bit more in a second. But for here, the image, you just have to choose one of your images, and I'm just going to use this Wall Street one. And so here you can kind of manipulate that to make it look like you're actually in the office. And then we're going to do a video capture device. So that's going to allow us to record ourselves, record me. Use the HD camera, that's mine, and there I am. As you can see, I have a little bit of a green screen behind me. So now we're going to try to change that so that the green screen becomes invisible. So in order to do that, we right-click on Video Capture Device, go to Filters, go to the Effect Filters, go to Chroma Key, and click OK. So as you can see now, it's gray behind me, which is what you're looking for, and then that can also be changed if you have a different color green screen, so you can do blue or magenta. Wow, that makes my lips look funny. Green, we'll stick with that one, and then you can change the similarity. So basically that is going to allow you to kind of affect how much of the or how much is actually taken away by the green screen. So as you can see, I still have a little bit of green around my hair because it's not the best at kind of eliminating some of that. So if we go this way, I think it should make it worse. Yes, exactly. So the green starts to come back, and that's not what we want. So let's go to around, I think 409 works the best, or 405 works pretty well. We can't go the opposite way either because you start to disappear. As you can see, there's just like a little hole in my nose. So let's stick with 405 for now. Close that. And as you can see, the green screen behind me is gone, and so you can kind of manipulate that a little bit. But I still have some of this stuff on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to right-click it again and go back into Filters, go into Plus, and I'm going to crop it. So that should get rid of some of the sides. And I already know kind of a little bit about what to do. So I'm going to do 250. The top looks like it's fine, so I don't need to adjust that. The right, I'm going to put in 120. No, that still needs a little bit more. 150. Yeah, it's closer. 160. And this one is going to be about 260 as well. That's actually too much. So there we go. And as you can see, now the green screen is completely gone except for that little piece of tape. But I'm going to go ahead and hide it with that. So now we have, it looks like I'm actually in an office in New York, and so unfortunately right now we just have the image and we just have the video, so it's not going to actually record any sound at the moment if we started recording or started streaming. So what I'm going to show you is that it does definitely matter what order they're in, because if you change up the order, it changes up the priority of which appears first. So let's go ahead and let's put the image ahead of the video capture device. And so there you go, I disappear. So I'm now behind the image, and that's why you need to make sure that you do the image first. So let's go ahead and let's add in some audio so that we can record. And so this is for recording, so you need to set it to the microphone. And there we go. So now I should be able to start streaming and start recording, and it should show up directly to my site. So let's see if that is working. So let's get that going. It's nice. It kind of shows you how much CPU usage you're going down here. And then let's check to see if it has registered yet. So this is Trader TV, and there we go. So it looks like it is working, and I can hear myself right now, but I don't think that my recording is actually the music from my headphones, unfortunately, is not actually being streamed or recorded. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop that right now, and I'm gonna silence that so that I can think. And what you need to do is, in order to be able to record the sound that's coming from the headphones, or also I guess possibly from your speakers, depending on how you want to do it. What you need to then go ahead and do is you need to add a second one, and you're going to add audio output capture. And so I'm going to set that to WavTap. Okay, and you can see here that now it's going to start picking up the desktop audio, but I don't have any audio going yet. So let's see if it's working, which I know that it's not going to for a second because there's a couple more things we have to do. I'm going to put on Hotel California, and I can hear the music now, but unfortunately the desktop audio sound is not being recorded, so it's not being registered. In order to change that, what we need to do is we go up here to the spotlight and look for audio, the A keys, not working, MIDI, audio MIDI setup. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And here we have a list of all of the audio devices. So what now we're going to do is I'm going to hit the plus button, and I'm going to create a multi-output device. So what that is going to do is that's going to allow me to combine two different devices together and put them on a single channel or single line. And so if you want to use WavTap, and so WavTap is for recording, and then the actual output can come from. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to stop that. The actual music can come from your speakers if you prefer to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set it up to my headset so that I don't get any interference while it's recording. So I'll do that, and I'm going to click drift correction for both. And so now that is set up to be one single device. And in order to actually get it onto your OBS, what you need to do is go to System Preferences, Sound, and now you see that you have this multi-output device, which is an aggregate device. So click that, make sure that it's registered. There we go. I think that should be okay. And I'm going to click out, and I'm going to start the music back up again. Quiet just a little bit. And let's see if now, yes, now it is registering the desktop audio. So if I want to stream that, let's see if now that's coming through here as well. Let's just update the site. All right, well, and now I'm going to silence it, and there we go. So yeah, I can hear it through the streaming right now. Got a little bit of a delay, but it's working well. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that, and I'm going to silence that. And that is how you now have the two sources of audio. So you have the microphone and the headphones. In addition to that, there's a couple other little things we can do. Here you can do a window capture. So in order to, doing a window capture is actually going to allow you to add a single site or a single window. So I'm going to just choose, let's choose Google Chrome. So now you can kind of see that my Google Chrome site is there as well. So what I like to do is on my Skype interview, for example, that's the Skype. This is the Skype. This is the Skype window right here, and so you can see the video through that. In addition to that, let me go ahead and delete that. You can also add a display capture, so that's going to actually be the entire computer. So you can see here even is the bar at the bottom, and you got a nice little infinite loop here. And so unfortunately, yeah, I'm not going to be using that at the moment. So I have a couple different setups going. So I split the scenes, so it's like a desktop documentary. So that would be similar to kind of the TV show that or the stream that I'm doing right now. This would be more for the Skype interviews. So that way you have an image, you have the window capture, which is of Skype. You can see that in the filter. No, I apologize, not in the filters, but in the properties. So that's set up to Skype to be a current call. And then, so this way you have a couple different things. This is more for solo, just for by myself. And so you have a couple different settings just to make it easier to set up every time that you wanna do it. So that is the show for today, to learn how to set up OBS, or the Open Broadcasting Software. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoy using Trader TV and the broadcasting software. And I wish you the best of luck in your trading and your recommendations and forecasts. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a nice day.